Tariq's like, man, who keeps messing up our business?
Bro.
Who knows everything that we're doing?
They call him, instead of Ghost, they call him Zombie. That'll be tough as hell. They call him Zombie because he returned from the dead.
Everything I do, from what I eat.
Welcome back to the podcast today. It is your host, Kentrell. I'm joined my co-host right here.
It's your boy, Ben. Welcome back, Southern Cinematics family.
Yes, we are back. And today we are talking about how Ghost, James St. Patrick, the vicious, most vindictive, the most maniacal, the most destructive, the most brutal. Like, he is a fucking monster. The kingpin of New York, a.k.a. Is he governor? Or is he Lieutenant Governor? James St. Patrick, a.k.a. Ghost. You know what I'm saying? We're here to talk about how he should return to the Power Universe. What book should he jump back in? And should he even narrate Power Origins? I think so. We think so. But, you know, we're going to have to talk about a little bit of that today.
So let's get this out the way. Yeah, we understand Ghost might be dead. We get that. You know what? We just ignore that. But no one can sit here and say that Power wouldn't be better if Ghost wasn't back.
Yeah, come on now. They already asked him to come back, so let's.
So we're just gonna throw. If y'all gonna say, "Oh, Ghost is dead," no one is dead, bro. Unless you actually see them die. We didn't see Ghost die.
No, we didn't.
We saw him get pulled away on a stretcher.
Yeah, he's not really dead, bro. He just has no interest in doing the show, as far as we know.
So he's not dead. Everyone's like, "Oh, Ghost is dead." He ain't dead. It's until he wants to come back.
Exactly.
And that's
the money dead. What you talking about?
Dead as hell.
Yeah.
And that's the point of this video. How could he come back? Obviously, we're not gonna say Ghost because Ghost is done. So we got two options right here.
We're
gonna lay it out for you.
We got a small role in fucking Power Origins where he's just narrating. I feel like that could be one.
If Ghost narrated Origins, bro, Origins would do numbers.
Yes.
The same way he did 50, but it would be more hype than 50 doing it just because we've been waiting on Ghost to come back.
Exactly, bro. We need Ghost to narrate it, bro.
And you might not even need to pay him that much money then.
Yeah, he'd probably be like, "Oh, okay, bet. All I gotta do is talk."
He might just do it for the love of the game.
Bro, he might just throw him like a few hundred. Throw him a few $100K. You might
10 episodes, so that's really 10 quotes you gotta give, 10 little speeches, bro. He could do. Come on, Amari, you could do that.
Come on, bro. You know you could do that for the people, man, for the fans. That's the least you could do, bro. You don't even gotta like practice or nothing. You just tap in. Ghost is in you, bro.
Facts. You already got the quotes already in your mind.
Yeah,
you just gotta say.
Come on. You know he love Ghost, bro.
He could talk down on it, talking about he don't want to play the gangster.
Yeah, and the money and all that shit, bro. You know damn well he love that shit. He love Ghost, bro. He fucking love that shit.
But the more like not to take away from that, but like the more like live action today Ghost, it's Power Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
So we got obviously his son Tariq, and we got his number one Tommy Egan joining forces back in New York. And, you know, I'm assuming once Tommy gets back to New York, whatever happens in Force, he's coming back to New York. And I'm going to assume, just because, like, it's going to be season 1, that it's going to get sticky. In some form or some situation is going to get sticky, and they're going to need some sort of... Because there's no way that Tariq's on top and then Tommy comes and they stay on top. That just ain't gonna happen like that.
That would be crazy if he was a villain.
Tommy?
No, Ghost. He's like a villain in the shadows. Like, imagine he was the big antagonist for like 6 seasons. He like, y'all think y'all can run this shit.
But you laughing, but you cooking right now.
Yeah, no, facts.
I ain't gonna lie.
That would be insane.
That'd be fire. But mind you, maybe season 1, 2, and 3, we might not even see him. I don't know how many seasons. Let's say this gets 4 seasons. Maybe season 1 and 2, we don't even see him.
Bro.
You might get like one little Easter egg, like, oh, that, you know, Ghost to do something like that. But he might just be controlling. He'd be like the puppet master in the background, and then eventually, Tariq's like, man, who keeps messing up our business?
Bro.
Who knows everything that we're doing?
They call him, instead of Ghost, they call him Zombie. That'll be tough as hell. They call him Zombie because he returned from the dead.
Everything I do, from what I eat.
I'm here for it, man.
That'll be tough.
You just cooked on that one.
Yeah, that'll be tough, bro. They call my man Zombie.
Because Tariq's already at the top of the game. He already's got New York, right? So, yeah, obviously him and Tommy not going to just keep staying on top. But, like, a combo of Tariq at his full power, Tommy and Ghost, ain't no one in New York in the Power Universe stopping that.
No.
So you would have to, if you're bringing Ghost back, it would have to be more interesting in a way, like bringing him back as a villain. Because Ghost, Tommy, and Tariq, bro, who's beating that?
Bro, yeah. Come on, yeah. That shit's not even, nobody's fucking with them. Ghost is not working alongside his son.
Yeah,
So.
and he hates Tariq.
Yeah, he fucking hate that nigga. Love him, but he hate him.
Exactly.
You know what they say? It's a thin line.
It's thin line.
It's a thin line, baby. You feel me? That would be crazy if Ghost came back and he was like with Tasha. He just came and Tariq walked in. He like, what the fuck? And he just like blow her head off. Yeah, little nigga, we got a lot to talk about. That would be crazy.
So how would you want Ghost, like, where? So let's say you get a blank canvas. You can bring Ghost back in any form. You can bring him back in any season of Legacy in any form. Like, create your perfect.
I think Ghost should be bald. I think he should be bald. That would be tough as hell.
Okay. Still with a beard?
Yeah, he can have a beard. Bald with a beard. That would be tough as hell.
Okay.
Maybe even I ain't gonna say a gray beard, but if he got hair, that would be like gray. That would be tough as hell. Just to make him look different.
Make him look like he aged a little bit.
Exactly. Like he been doing this shit for a minute, and he's like super like protected. He like in the government type. He literally worked for the government. Like this man is like highly protected. Eyes on him all the time.
It will make sense based off what
happened. Yeah,
what we just seen.
Bro, and I will bring him back in the Legacy book, you know what I'm saying, with Tariq and Tommy. I think that would make the most sense, and I think he should be referenced in the beginning seasons, and he should pop up maybe season 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
what I would do.
So would you have him come back as a villain?
Yeah, immediately.
But a villain working in the government?
Yeah.
Bro, that makes him 10 times more intimidating.
Exactly.
He got the backing of the government.
Call my man Zombie. They make some references to Zombie, but then they don't spell it like Zombie. They spell it like Zambi or something like that. They're like, oh wait, hold on, Zombie, nigga, Zombie, of course, bro. How the fuck did we not think about that? Yeah. They gonna be like, yeah.
Okay, you could.
Chess.
Yeah.
Chess. Always steps ahead. Ghost always steps ahead, bro.
I think Ghost, like, cause there are people who complain like we don't need Ghost's story is told. It's time for Tariq. That may be true. Like we may have already had Ghost's story told, even if it got cut short. But we don't have Ghost as a villain. No, don't give me the BS that Ghost is a villain. No, stop it. We haven't had Ghost be a straight up villain. And right now, based on what happened, he has every right to be a villain. His son crossed him. His wife crossed him. He lost the love of his life. Tommy crossed him so many times. You know, he came back at the end, but he crossed him so many times. He lost Raina. Like, he has every right to become a villain. Imagine him, like, being a full-scale villain. Bro, I'm telling you, box office.
Yeah, and then you got, like I said, bro, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. And there you go.
And I just feel like I don't want the same copy-paste storyline. This is something we haven't seen.
Exactly. This is like literally like an Avengers level type of theory.
This is an Avengers level threat.
Yeah.
If you put Zombie in the mix.
Universal level.
Universal. I'm multiversal.
Yeah. On my mama. This man could shake worlds.
Yeah, like, because there's really no one that we've seen. I'm trying to think of a villain. Like, let's say in Ghost, none of Tariq's villains could stand up to Tommy. Let alone just straight Tommy, but Tommy and Tariq.
Yeah.
They couldn't.
Right.
We like Mecha, but Mecha's not standing up to Tommy.
Facts, bro. Imagine like I don't know, they like Tariq ass get smoked. That would be crazy. Or at least get shot like hella. Get shot hella and then survive it. Like that would be tough. Like you leave it
on his 50 time.
Oh, bro, exactly. 50 Cent. He'll write some shit. He'll add some shit like that in there.
I feel like that'd be great. I feel like Tariq is like he got too much plot armor.
Yeah, he needs to get loosened up a bit. He needs to
get hit.
He gotta get shot. I'm not gonna lie. No disrespect.
Right. Don't kill him. Like make him grow from it. Maybe he gets shot and then he learns to fight.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
a
valid reason for him to get in the gym and start working out and become a fighter. Because that's the only knock everyone got on Tariq, other than killing Ghost, is he can't fight. Yeah, y'all right. Yeah. Like he can't fight.
No, you know what'd be raw as hell?
What?
If like Ghost appeared in front of Tommy and Tariq, and then Tariq, what the fuck? Tommy's like, the hell? And then Ghost just looks at Tommy, he's like, and then you just walk away. Tommy like, sorry, kid. Just shoot his head. It's the end of the episode. He survived that, but Tommy knew Ghost was alive the whole time, and they've been working together and they've been plotting together. That would be insane.
Because
internet will blow.
We was just saying like Tommy and Tariq versus Ghost, bro. It would make much more sense Tariq versus Tommy and Ghost.
Yeah,
So
that would be insane.
imagine Tariq. Cause this
It's
y'all
like Gohan right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Gohan.
like
He's
Gohan.
Gohan. Y'all spent all this time making Tariq the Prodigy. Imagine him taking on the 2 OG big dogs. Bro, it really wouldn't get better than that.
No, for real.
And like, yeah, y'all might need to stop like Empower after them 6 seasons, you know, or like completely reboot, like a brand new. But like, it would be worth it.
It would.
You've been 10 years into it. Like, I don't think that you can do 10 more with this cast.
No.
I don't think you can.
No, you got
it.
It needs to stretch to a different universe. There has to be a different storyline with brand new characters.
I think you can do 5 more and then start brand new.
You gotta wipe it. You gotta wipe the slate. So the slate has to be wiped, bro. Cause these niggas not trying to be in power for the rest of their life. Like Michael Randy, I know this nigga's not trying to be in power for like 20 more years,
definitely
bro.
Tired of it.
Definitely getting tired of that shit. But he's probably not getting any more work. So he's like, fuck it, let's run it. Let's run it. Yeah, let's run it.
I agree. 5, like, and obviously you keep Origins because that's like in the back. You know, Origins, it's not really adding to the universe. It's before the universe. But I feel like this like where we are current day of power, you got 5 more years. You got 1 more. You got this legacy. I feel like after legacy, scratch it clean.
Yeah.
It should be Tariq, if this is the end goal, Tariq reaching the pinnacle of the game. If that's how y'all want to end it.
Yeah.
Or it could be Tariq finally getting everyone out that like he wanted to. Or it could be him, I don't know, whatever, you know, creative direction you want to go.
Yeah.
But it's going to end with Tariq's story ending.
Facts, it has to.
And then after that, there's really no, Tariq gonna have a son and we gonna want to care about him? No.
No, bro, don't do that.
And you're not gonna center a universe around D-Mac or Brayden or like, yeah, you could introduce someone, but it's not. I don't think they're gonna have enough unless you bring in a great actor.
You need somebody to carry the Power universe.
You need a James St. Patrick.
Yeah, that's what you need, bro.
We're able to have, or an Amari Hardwick. We're able to have these spin-offs even 5-6 years after the OG because of him. And we're making this video talking about him returning because of Amari Hardwick.
Yeah, you need somebody with that level of just.
And and Joseph Sikora is a great actor.
He is,
but he don't have that same pull.
Yeah,
he does have pull. I think he has more pull than Michael Rainey. He's the second best actor I've seen in the Power universe.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's that has nothing to do with the actor, more so just how the cast around him and stuff like that. Because Ghost is really good, but if they had a trash cast around him, then I don't know how good the show would be.
Ghost wouldn't be Ghost without Tommy. So, and Tommy wouldn't be Tommy without Ghost.
Yeah, facts.
So like
Tasha shit.
Well, ain't no one here saying Tasha's a great actress.
Whoa, Tasha tough. Tasha's tough as hell. She was barking at that nigga.
Listen,
barking at him in their scenes.
Okay, no, I take it back. No, Tasha's a good actress, but ain't no one sitting here saying, yeah, Tasha carried the Power Cinematic Universe.
Nah, but she was giving good handoffs to him though.
Yeah, she played her role really well.
Yeah, hell yeah, giving them flea flickers and all that shit, bro. So I feel like she was giving them great setup, great lobs. Like their chemistry was dope as hell. So like you got to give it to that. Now Holly, no, I mean she came in that bitch went crazy too. I'll be honest.
We hate her, but she played her role fine.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. The cast was great. Like, there's so many memorable characters.
I can't really think of a character in like the early beginning that I just like, man, I don't like that person.
Yeah, you got Joe Proctor, bro. Come on now.
The one person I really didn't like was Greg Knox, but he's a really good actor.
He was killing it, bro.
I didn't like the character, but he was a
storyline was great, bro. Him and Angela, like, you was like, I feel bad for his ass,
like,
bro.
he was kind of like,
Yeah, exactly. But there's nobody in, like, Ghost where you like, I feel bad for him. Who, Detective Whitman? You know, nobody give a fuck about him. I know they tried to tie him to Carrie Milgram and shit, but like.
And also Carrie Milgram, we don't really care.
Yeah, nah.
At that point,
she was bad as hell, though.
Yeah, yeah, I'm happy for Zeke. You know, like, I see Carrie Milgram, I'm like, damn, Zeke, okay. But, like, when she died, it's like, I don't I had no feelings towards it.
That was cool though. The little student and teacher having the sex scandal. That was a dope, element to add to the story. That was really cool. I fucked with that, But you just gotta. I feel like they just gotta take their time, like 2 years, and write out a full 6 seasons. Know how it's gonna end.
Yeah.
Do a Snowfall type shit. Yes. Know how it's going to end. Make it because 50 Cent was writing Power for so long before it even aired. Before he could even take it to networks.
And I'm not. You can write it. I'm not saying you can't change none.
Yeah, exactly.
You can change stuff on the way.
They was probably doing that for Raising Kanan.
Yeah, based off characters or actors. Maybe an actor's really stepped into their role. Oh, let's give them a bigger, promotion. Basically, more screen time. But you should have an end goal or an end idea already. Like, okay, it's season 1, episode 1. I already know how season 6, episode 10. What's really the penultimate?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
should know okay, Tariq is going to do this, and this. So we have 6 seasons to get from here to here.
Exactly.
So
and anything in between could be messed around and switched.
we can spread out our pacing on Tariq's development.
Exactly.
So that 1, it's not rushed, or 2, it's not so long.
Why do they have to stick to 10 episodes? I literally wonder that so much. Why? Why does it have to be a certain amount of episodes?
Probably a contract with Stars. I ain't gonna lie.
That is so weird, bro. That is so weird because the first season of Power was 8 episodes. The original Power, 8 episodes.
It's probably it has to be a contract. That would
It's
be my
so
guess.
weird, bro. And then the next one was 10. Then you got maybe another 10. Some was 12.
Is BMF 10?
Yeah, every single season's 10.
So I think it has to be a Stars thing because every spin-off's been 10.
Yeah, and then you look on Amazon, everything is 8. The Boys is 8. I think Reacher was 8. Invincible. Yeah,
so it's definitely a contract thing.
Shit, Daredevil was 9. That was weird.
Yeah,
I think they didn't give a fuck. They was just they just filmed that shit, and however long it lasted, then
exactly. They probably this ended the story, which
bro, that's how they need to film shit,
how
bro.
it should. If the story's not done, you can't wrap it up and or mind you, it might not even be 10. But that's cool. Like, if you want to just give us 8, that's cool. But then, on the next season, you give us a little 12, give us 13, But
man, for real, bro. But yeah, that's how we think Ghost should return.
he gotta come back. Bring him back as a villain.
Yeah, and if not, bro, bring him back as a narrator. Just have him in narration.
I'll be
And
happy.
I know
with
motherfuckers
you.
gonna be in the comments like, bro, let it go. No,
Shut up.
fuck you. Fuck. Anyway, yeah.
But we still appreciate it. Because that means you watched 16 minutes of this 17, 18 minute video. So
That's
I ain't
true,
truly fuck you, but
Yeah.
small little.
Yeah, we'll give you
Just an F you.
bro.
But we're gonna catch you on the next one. We appreciate the love, support. Make sure to share, comment, subscribe, like, do whatever you want, man. We appreciate y'all. Catch y'all on the next one.
Peace.